Hello, fourth grade. Let's get personal. It is time to work on our personal narratives. This is video 1 of 3. Any resources that we use in here discussing our personal narratives are also available to you. So make sure to check your newsletter. Let's begin. First, what is a personal narrative? Characteristics of a personal narrative include focusing on a small moment in time of the writer's life. We're going to make sure that our personal narratives and special moments have a beginning, middle, and an end. They use words that help transition us throughout the story and include really great details. We also want to have a strong introduction as well as a meaningful ending. We will continue to discuss that throughout our video series. Additionally, I want to make sure that you focus on writing about an experience in your life. Stick to the path or subject. We like to stick, stay, and stretch our ideas. This is the rubric that we are going to use to measure the success of your personal narrative. You'll notice that this is broken down into 3 points. 3 is the highest amount of points that you can get in any category. There are 4 different areas to show your success. Organization, we're looking for that clear beginning, middle, and end, and transitions to help move your story along. Your content or ideas means that we are looking for those watermelon seed stories. We want to really target those special moments and include all of the details. Voice includes using sensory details to really help your writing sparkle. We want to make sure that you are showing your reader your special moment. And finally, conventions. Remember, we are going to use complete paragraphs with capital letters and punctuation when necessary. Period. 2 of the important areas that we are going to focus on are organization and voice. Remember, an author uses organization to demonstrate how their story transitions from beginning to middle to end. Additionally, we're also going to look for voice. We want to bring your writing to life, and I want to be able to tell that your writing is coming from you by making it personal. A checklist that might help you do this is here. Your checklist includes focusing on a small moment, has a strong introduction, organized and told in an order that makes sense. Think about the timeline plan we're going to discuss. We want to make sure it's written as paragraphs with indents when appropriate, including at least 5 sentences with concrete details, and has a strong and meaningful ending. We are going to use the writing process as we go through. In this video, we are going to talk about the pre-write. So let's begin. We want to make sure that we have watermelon seeds and not just watermelon topics. A watermelon is a whole topic. Part of the topic might be the slice, and the small moments are the seeds. We want you to focus on a small moment. So let me narrow down some of my thoughts. Mrs. Morley's always hungry, and I love writing about my favorite food. But that would be a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll just talk about cheeseburgers and french fries. Again, cheeseburgers and french fries? That's still a pretty big topic. I know the best cheeseburger I ever had. I remember that moment like it was yesterday. That will be my moment. Let's compare a couple other ideas as well. The big idea versus the moment. A big idea might include your summer vacation. A moment, though, the hike to the Grand Canyon. A big idea would be your trip to Arizona. A moment, the trip to the lake you took there. Decorating for Christmas is a pretty big idea, but a special moment might include putting up the Christmas tree. Or when Grandpa visits our house, it'd be a big idea, but a special moment to write about would include cooking spaghetti with Grandpa. So let's begin to plan our moment. Here is a pre-write that I've already started. Some people call this a brain dump or a word web. I took my special moment, the best cheeseburger I ever had, and started writing some information that I remember about it. I even changed the word hungry to famished because I want to really have some great word choice here. But I think I wanted to have a couple other ideas written down. So let me think here. Oh yeah, when I went whitewater rafting, I got sunburnt. I could still feel, my skin. Oh, the French fries, there was a huge pile. In fact, they were spilling all over the plate and onto the table. Oh yeah, and there was tangy special sauce. I want to include that. Oh, and the cheeseburger was called the Super Mondo Burger. I forgot. I went with my best friend Lisa. That would be a fun detail to include. And right after, we fell asleep. So the beginning part of my pre-write is a plan that just has ideas. Sometimes it can seem kind of scattered, but I know that I've gotten a lot of information that I can later organize. In fact, I think we're about ready to do that. Let's move on to the second part of our writing process. Next, we're going to focus on a draft. We're going to also include a little bit of planning within our draft as well, using information from our pre-write. Our draft is when we are going to take those seeds and special moments and begin writing about it. We are focusing on the organizational category of our rubric because we want to make sure that our writing has a clear beginning, middle, and end. Also, we're going to start generating some strong content, making sure our writing makes sense and focuses on that small moment while still including details. So our plan and draft. Well, I still have a little bit more planning to do. I like to use a timeline to move my story along, because in this sense, I can see where the beginning, the middle, and the end are. For my writing, I want to make sure that I hook my reader. How can I hook them? Make them want to read my story. Definitely want to start with a strong introduction. From there, I'm going to show my readers what is happening, adding details throughout and building up their excitement with my word choice. And the big moment is going to be me biting my cheeseburger. That's going to be the most exciting part of your story. And finally, I'm going to wrap it up with a clear ending. This is the plan I'm going to use. Let's start with a strong introduction. Okay. I've got to get some information down here. Well, I'm going to start with Lisa and I rafting on the Ocoee River, and we were very hungry. After cleaning up, we went at the Nantahala Outdoor Center. We got in the car to get dinner. The restaurant was old and had red tablecloths with stained menus. We both ordered the Super Mondo burger with french fries and onion rings. The burger was amazing and I licked my plate clean. And finally, feeling super full, we headed back to our cabin and fell asleep. This was just a way for me to get some of my big word explosions and put it in an order where I could begin drafting. Remember, this is just a plan. I need to add some details. When writing your paragraph, remember you should include 5 organized and detailed sentences. Some students will write one strong paragraph, others might try and write as many as 5. It's important that we focus on writing strong paragraphs that are organized and provide plenty of details. Oh, so now it's time to draft. Okay, friends, I'm going to actually start using my plan to write my story. Here we go. When writing a paragraph, I need to remember that I'm going to indent each line. I change paragraphs, maybe with a new idea or new event. A strong paragraph has those 5 detailed and organized sentences, and strong introductions can include dialogue, people talking, vivid descriptions, lots of interesting details, asking a question, maybe even an interesting fact that might surprise our reader, kapow, a sound effect. But I definitely don't want to include a weak introduction. Once upon a time, one day, one time, I'm going to tell you about. Nope, I want to make a really exciting introduction. I think I know what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and start this draft. Okay, looking at my pre-write, I am going to start. Ooh, how about right here? Whitewater rafting on the Ocoee. Okay, here we go. The best cheeseburger in the world. Have you ever felt so hungry that you start having a conversation with your stomach noises? I have, and what we talked about changed my life. 20 years ago, I had the best cheeseburger in the world, and nothing has been the same since. Do you see what I did? I started my writing off with a question. I wanted to make sure that I introduced my topic while still hooking my reader. I am so excited to read your personal narratives and special moments. I want you to continue using your pre-write and plan to write your narrative. This week, make sure that you wrap up your plan and have it complete, as well as a complete introduction paragraph. Don't forget to use your Learning Coach resources and remember what a strong introduction might include. Have a great day, and I'll see you for video 2.